welcome to the No Spin News for Monday, December 2nd, 2024. Stand up for your country. You know, Thanksgiving went fast. It always goes fast. Have you ever heard anybody go, Thanksgiving went too slow? So I've had a good one. We did here. And now we're on to Christmas, which is really coming up fast. I'll talk about that at the end of the program. President Biden, as you know, Thanksgiving in Nantucket, Massachusetts, and then pardoned his son, Hunter. I'll get into that in great detail. And I have a kind of humorous take on it, tying it into a bunch of other stuff. And President Trump was in Mar-a-Lago celebrating down there. And that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. So 4 weeks after the vote, Donald Trump's pretty much running the country. He is. It's very interesting. Never seen really a power shift this quickly in all my 50 years of observing national politics, but it's in play. So on Friday, little Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, flies down to Mar-a-Lago. Pretty unusual. They met. Everybody was happy. Look at them smiling. Oh, yeah, we're having a great time. Trudeau got a free meal. And the reason that Justin went down there is because Trump has threatened to put 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico because of all the migrant stuff, the drug stuff. And Justin wanted to go down and say, hey, we're going to work with you. Briefly, he made a statement. Go.
Was it a productive meeting with President-elect?
It was an excellent conversation.
That was it. Okay. And I don't expect Canada to give the USA any trouble on anything. This can't, because Canada needs USA. And Mexico is a little bit different. So last Wednesday, November 27th, Trump and the new president of Mexico, Claudia Sheinbaum, interesting woman, by the way, and I'll tell you a little bit about her in a moment, they got on the phone. And then Trump said, we worked it out. Mexico's going to close the border. Whereas Sheinbaum said, no, that's not what was said. So let me put her statement up on the screen for those of you listening on the radio. I will read it. In our conversation with President Trump, I explained to him the comprehensive strategy that Mexico has followed to address the migration phenomenon, respecting human rights. Thanks to this, migrants and caravans are assisted before they reach the border. We reiterate that Mexico's position is not to close borders, but to build bridges between government and between peoples. That's the Mexican President, Claudia Sheinbaum. Well, that's not going to cut it, madam, with all due respect. So you are going to have to do what the United States wants you to do. You can't assist, you can't holistic, you can't do any of that, all right? And if you do, then Donald Trump is going to punish you economically. But he doesn't even have to level a 25% tariff. All President Trump has to do is go on television and say to the American people, I hope you will not travel to Mexico because they are hurting the United States. That's it. That's all he has to do. And the Mexican economy collapses. Without U.S. tourism, over. You want to put a tariff, that's going to hurt. You want to strangle them by saying, don't go there, that's a lot easier and a lot quicker. That's what I would do. Okay, who is Claudia Sheinbaum? She's a socialist, 62 years old, very smart woman, physicist, doctorate in energy engineering, former mayor of Mexico City. Big job, one of the biggest cities on earth. Now, Mexico is chaotic and corrupt, one of the most corrupt countries in the world. Okay, the drug cartels control much of Mexico. Everyone, including President Sheinbaum, fears them. And many Mexican government officials are taking bribes. And it infiltrates even to the armed forces. The homicide rate in Mexico is the highest in the world. Their own people are being killed at an astonishing rate. And it's all because of drug smuggling and people smuggling. Yet, President Scheinbaum, human rights. No, we have to, no, lady. It doesn't make any sense at all. You're going to seal your border with Guatemala and you're going to seal it with the United States. Or your economy is going to go down a drain. There'll be a revolution. You'll be out on your butt. That's what's going to happen. Now, I'm not the president. I'm not a diplomat. I'm telling you straight, I would put it in other terms if I were negotiating, but what I just told you is going to happen. Now the big boy, Bad Vlad. He's in trouble. Now, this was a story that was not widely reported, but the ruble, the Russian ruble, its currency, has collapsed. Totally collapsed. And this is because of the Ukrainian war and the sanctions on Russia. So, Russia's central bank intervened and said it's halting all foreign purchases using the ruble. So if you're a Russian oligarch and you want to buy perfume from Paris, you can't. You can't buy anything. All right? Until the end of this year, probably longer, because the ruble is not worth anything. This is a catastrophe for the Russian economy. And prices for all the peasants in Russia, and that's 80-90% of the population, are going to rise because there's no competition. It's all you have to buy Russian-made stuff. And they know it. So they just jack it up. And the Russian people can't afford it. And all the savings you have in rubles, say you put away some money, not worth anything. So there's Vlad. He has to get a deal with Trump. Has to now. So I assume it will happen and it'll happen fast. Now, a bunch of sound bites. I predicted this would happen on February 15th, 2022, almost 3 years ago. Roll it. So what I can tell you is that Putin is playing games. Oh, that's a shock. He's already won this. He's already got himself into the public eye worldwide. That's what he wants to be a rock star. If he does go into Ukraine, he'll be punished economically. And there it is. Okay? But the propagandists, and there are, Tulsi Gabbard, okay, that's why she's going to have trouble getting confirmed in the Senate, because she was propping Putin up. Okay? But the worst is this guy, Colonel Douglas McGregor. You may have seen him around. Go.
It's very tragic, but I think what will happen is the truth will out. Eventually, this will end. The Russians will be successful in what they've set out to do, and the Ukrainians will be destroyed. I'd rather not see that. I don't think Putin wants to see that. Remember, he's fighting against people that he largely considers to be very much like himself.
What a moron. But the isolationists grabbed onto that guy. Okay. Finally, Vlad himself, he wants to be friends with President Trump. Go.
But I think President Trump is a smart person and a cautious one, I hope. But what amazed me most, that in fighting him, not only Trump was subjected to humiliating court procedures, accusations, and so on, but his family was attacked as well. His children was attacked. Gangsters don't do this in Russia.
No, they just kill your family, you know. Bother with the court stuff. Anyway, Donald Trump's catching an amazing break here. An amazing break. Because Putin needs Trump now to make that deal in Ukraine, which will happen. Mark my words. All right, so summing up, Donald Trump's running the country, even though he hasn't been inaugurated yet. And we'll give you the Biden stuff coming up. Today's economic climate, very stressful, as you know. But with the Fed finally dropping interest rates, there's no better time to put you and your family in a better financial position. As a homeowner, American Financing can help you free credit card debt by using equity. They've already helped thousands of families just like yours. On average, American Financing saves borrowers more than $800 a month. That's like a $10,000 raise in the marketplace. Better yet, it costs nothing to find out how much you can save. They are even closing some in as little as 10 days. And if you start today, you may not have to make next month's mortgage payment. There's no better time to turn your situation around. Please call today, 888-462-9557, 888-462-9557, AmericanFinancing.net. Okay, we got a new YouTube thing tonight on woke companies. So when you buy for Christmas and Hanukkah, you may consider, I'm going to name the woke companies. That's www.youtube.com/Bill O'Reilly. Free. Booming. I mean booming. So check out our YouTube channel. Now the mail. We got Anna Donson, Houston, Texas. Bill, your predictions, analysis, and understanding of current events globally are astounding, just as you predicted. Biden pardoned his son. Thank you for noticing, Anna. That was before, of course, Anna heard my commentary. Kathy Ledbetter, Newark, California. If Biden, the first president, pardoned a family member? No. President Clinton pardoned his half-brother, Roger, who was a grifter. Did all kinds of little things like that. Bill Lally. Now, Bill did not send it town, but I'm going to read his email anyway. Name and town. Come on, Bill. Over the past couple of weeks, I heard you mention Pete Buttigieg's name, not the most glowing terms. Since back in the days of the O'Reilly factor, I know you seldom go after a person for personal reasons, very rarely. So I'm curious as to why you're not a fan of his. Bill, have you gotten on an airplane in the last 5 years? It's absurd. Insane. That's Buttigieg. What has he done to improve it? Come on, you got to hold these people accountable. Donald Guptill, Cornwall, Vermont. Bill, you asked why anyone would watch corporate news. I watch you every day, get the real news, but I also have NBC on because I want to get my local weather. Okay, I understand that. I'm talking more about the national broadcasts. So if you're sitting there watching cable news every night and the nightly news, at 6:30, whenever it comes on in your area, you're wasting your time. You're wasting it. Linda Miller, Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. Hey, Bill, you don't want a third party in your great country. It sounds good, but in practice, the third party becomes a kingmaker. Here in Canada, we have suffered through 6 years of an alliance between the communist NDP and the socialist liberals. The result, Trudeau, who lost the popular vote, is in power. Okay, but I risk it. I think we need a new third party to put forth another point of view. But I understand. Tim, concierge member, great gift. Give somebody a concierge membership to BillO'Reilly.com. You get a free book, any book, Confronting or any of the Killing books. Fabulous deal. Here's what Tim says about your column today, that's Sunday, yesterday. Hopefully the pendulum has swung toward a smaller government and more of what made America successful. People who voted for Trump cannot sit on their laurels and think the war is over. It is not. Very true. All right, more than 70 million people voted for Kamala Harris. Excellent point, Tim. Sheila Fisher, Fall River, Massachusetts. Although you do not mention anti-Semitism in your column, as a Jew, that was my number one reason for voting for Trump. Well, you were smart. Trump is going to be a much bigger help to Israel than Harris would have been, because Trump will hurt Iran, and Iran's behind all that terrorism. John Joyce, Montgomery, Texas. I've read all the Killing books. Just finished Confronting the Presidents. I received it free when I became a premium member. Yes, yes, John. It was interesting. I'm going to read it again. I just read a review in the Epoch Times that described the book in glowing terms. We read that last week. We get so few reviews because people are jealous. But the Epoch Times did a nice job. Ray Cartonia, Charleston, South Carolina, nice town. Bill, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Congratulations. Thanks for confronting the presidents, I should say. A wonderful book that makes history fun. Chronological presentation and the leaders that forge it is educational, entertaining, and thought-provoking. That's why it's number 5 yesterday. I'm just stunned. 12 weeks in the marketplace. Kicking butt. Okay, once you go to the BillO'Reilly.com store for Hanukkah and Christmas gifts. So we got signed books and we're cutting them off pretty soon. So if you want me to sign a book, I can personalize it. I can just sign it, whatever you want. And I did a tweet on this today. The not woke gear is flying out of here. And we don't have time to reorder it. So if you want not woke presents, and they're fabulous, by the way, mugs, shirts, bumper stickers, people will love them. If you want them, you got to get them now because they're going to sell out. We don't want you to be disappointed. Got a couple of promotions in the store. You get the United States of Trump if you really care about knowing who the man is. That's the book. And we'll send you a free Not Woke bumper sticker if you order. Then we get the mug collection. These will sell out as well. Not Woke, Team Normal, Stand Up for Your Country, all together. Come back to me for a moment, please. I love the my Not Woke mug. And it's so sturdy. Okay, one of these cheap things they give you on the other shows. And finally, we got the leather-bound edition of Killing Patton. This is a classy gift. Anybody who likes history. Very special limited edition of this. Word of the day, do not be a Popinjay. Love that. Popinjay. Don't be a Popinjay. Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. Name and town. Not hard. Got to know you're a real person. Back with the final thought in a moment. If you are struggling with losing or maintaining a healthy weight, please listen up. It's time to forget those fad diets and focus on your liver. Studies have shown that over the past 30 years, the rate of having an overworked liver has skyrocketed by more than 100%. Junk food, alcohol, exposure to other toxins all contribute to the issue. But Liver Health Formula can help by rejuvenating your liver. Users have reported a positive difference in bloating, regularity, overall well-being, though results may vary. So please join thousands of others in supporting a thriving liver and healthy weight. Try Liver Health Formula risk-free, and as a bonus, receive a free bottle of omega-3 with your order. Please go to getliverhelp.com/bill. Claim your free bonus gift. That's getliverhelp.com/bill. President Trump's victory is a win for America. That's what most voters think. But Bidenomics has left us with a failing economy. I rely on American Hartford Gold to protect my savings with physical gold and silver, and you should consider that. American Hartford Gold has thousands of 5-star ratings and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau. A tax-advantaged gold IRA can shield you from worsening inflation. You can even roll over your 401k or IRA tax-free and penalty-free. So act now before it's too late. Call or text American Hartford Gold. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you for up to $15,000 of free silver on qualifying orders. Call 866-501-5201 or text Bill to 65532. That's 866-501-5201 or text Bill to 65532. Okay, final thought of the day, 23 days before Christmas Eve. Gonna fly by. There's nothing anybody can do. Even if you went to sleep most of the time, as Holly the Terror Dog does, it's still gonna go whoosh. So what I did yesterday, I was watching the Jets lose. I gotta take the team over, I have to. It's driving me nuts. But anyway, I'm watching the Jets lose, and I got a big piece of paper, and I'm putting down all the names of the people that I want to give gifts to. And then next to them, I give the gift. I got it all done yesterday. Every bit. So there's no uncertainty. And no, there's one person that I'm going to give a donation in her name, all right, to Big Brothers Big Sisters. They're very worthy. If you're looking to give some charity, Big Brothers Big Sisters in your local area, very worthy. You got to help the kids. They don't have a mom or a dad, and very hard. So anyway, so there's one that I'm still trying to figure out. And when you ask people, well, what would you like for Christmas? And you never get anything. You know? If you ask me, somebody said, what'd you like for Christmas? I want this sweatshirt. And I just showed them. And it's not a lot, but I need a new sweatshirt. That's what I wanted. Anyway, you got to do it either today or tomorrow. You got to get that list. And then you can execute the list. And then you're not going to have stress and all kinds of, you want at least the last week leading up to Christmas, just have fun. See friends, get a little, bake a little, baking. I can't bake, but I know people that bake. Baking is good, right? So you don't want to be like, you relax. I'm going, after Christmas, I'm going to a place, and I can't tell you where it is because obvious reasons, but it's really on my list that I wanted to go. But when I get back, I'll tell you, it's going to be a lot of fun. But I plan everything out. I'm a planner. And planning is good, but particularly around Christmas time, because we want everybody to have, and Hanukkah and Christmas on the same day. So we want everybody to have fun. All right. Thank you very much for watching and listening, as always, to the No Spin News. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.